So what's on the table today, John, is something quite special and quite unique. This is from a company called Sleek Editions, who I have been representing now for just over a year at the time of posting this. Sleek Editions are a print company based in Blackburn, and I got together with them last year to work on some collections that we can offer uniquely to the UK market, which I believe that although the concept is operated by some companies, nobody has gone into it like we have, and I do believe there's nothing quite like it in the marketplace at the moment for regular sales of regular fabric, but a bespoke fabric. So this is what we call our concept collection, and what I'm going to show you here is a book that has 14 designs on 14 base cloths, but all the designs can be printed onto any of the base cloths at no extra cost. In addition to that, we can customize the designs for you. So if, for example, this one here that we have on the top, if your customer says, well, look, I'd like some larger birds or smaller birds, we can scale it up or down to your customer's requirements at no extra cost. If the customer says, I'm not keen on the colour of the background of the fabric, I'd like it to be a certain colour, we will customise that for you at no extra cost. What we would do in circumstances like that is that we would produce a sample to your customer's requirements. We would then send you that sample for you to show to your client and get it signed off, and you can place your order. If your customer then turns around to you and says, well, look, I like it, but I want this changing, that changing, there would be additional costs because it is taking up design time. So one sample is free of charge. Everything we do is bespoke. Nothing sits on the shelf. So some people will say, well, that's got to be expensive, John, or that's quite a long lead time. Well, no, it isn't. All these that I am showing you can retail for less than £30 a metre. Sorry about the wobble, the cat just hit the stand. For less than £30 a metre, and our lead time is only 3 to 5 working days. In addition to that, we can also print railroaded. So if you need a design that runs the length of the fabric rather than the width as you would normally get it, we can do that for you as well at no extra cost. It really is a unique concept that we are offering to the retail market. So if this is of an interest to you, please get in touch. Let's talk and let's see if we could get things moving for you. You may have a project that needs a particular colour and design, we can do that for you. You may have a project where a company wants their company logos incorporated, their company colour scheme, we can do it for you. We can also provide an FR treatment and an FR Crib 5 treatment to any of these fabrics, and it would still be in the original time frame that we've quoted of 3 to 5 working days. So it is really a fantastic concept. So if I go through the book and you think to yourself, well, I'm not really feeling it with them designs, it doesn't matter. You have the concept book and you can work from it. You can use it as your tool to produce anything that you want. If you are a designer or if you are a retailer and you want to run your own fabric collections, you can provide us with the images that you want to use and the colour palette, and we will print it for you to produce your own collection. If you want us to design something with you, we've got the ability to do that for you, but there would be design fees that would have to be charged for that. But if you give us a fully formatted design in the colours that you want, what we would do is we'd do a sample for you free of charge, just so you can see what it looks like actually printed onto your chosen base cloth, and then you can take it from there. In addition to that, if you do want to run your own collections, or if you are a manufacturer that wants to produce your own range of upholstery, chairs, sofas, that type of thing, we can then also produce the pattern books for you as well. So we've got a subsidiary that will produce the pattern books for you as well, and we're happy to quote you on that. So let's get into the collection, go through it. I'll let the collection speak for itself. I'll give you a few pointers as we go through. But again, with this collection, as with all our others, if it's of an interest to you, please let me know and I can contact you and we can discuss in more detail. So let's start off with this one, which is our Toucan Paradise, which is printed onto one of our velvet base cloths. So again, we've got some beautiful colour palettes already within the collection, but you know, having been in retail and the specification market, I do know what clients can be like. Then we've got this one here, which is our tapestry collection. Again, you know, it's a tile design. If your customer wants bigger tiles or smaller tiles, we can do that for you. It's just a question of contacting us and telling us what you want, and we'll go through it with you. We're also specialists in large volume printing as well, so we're not phased by any size order. Then we've got this one, which is our Hawaii, which is printed onto a recycled polyester. So this has got a sort of linen look to it. It's got a lovely handle to it, and if that goes onto upholstery or made up into curtains, nobody would know that that wasn't linen. The other thing we can do for you as well, if you're thinking of doing a themed window, we can provide you with templates of Christmas designs. We can do an Easter design for you. Whatever theme that you want for your window, we can do it for you, all at the same price. We don't charge any extra for that sort of service, and our minimum order is 1 metre. Now, there's not many companies out there that can offer you a bespoke print service on any base cloth for less or for 1 metre. So again, it's a great benefit for you. This one here is a microfiber. This is our Camilla collection. So this one is obviously really only suitable for soft furnishings, curtains, etc. But again, it's a lovely design, but if someone says, well, I like that design but want the colours a bit stronger, we can do that for you. Okay, now this one has been quite popular, particularly with my curtain and blind makers. This is actually printed onto a blackout fabric. So if you've got someone that's looking at making some cost savings, or you don't want your curtains or your blinds too bulky, we can print directly onto a blackout lining. I will say that we only print onto polyester. We don't print onto natural fibre fabrics. So if that is what you're looking for, then I'm afraid I can't help you on that. But we do take care of where obviously the polyesters come from, and like I say, where we can, we'll use a recycled one. This is our Diana design. I think there was 2 there. Yeah, it was. Again, it's got a bit of a sheen to that one, so the light sort of catches it different angles. Quite a clever print, that one. Then we've got this one. This one is really popular for us. Nice strong colours. We've got the birds on there. Now again, if you've got customers who have got phobia with birds, they don't want birds, we can remove the birds, so you can have it without birds, or we can replace them with something else. Again, just ask the question. tell us what you want and we'll try and accommodate it for you. Again, lovely strong colours, very popular at the moment. Now this is just a one-off in here. This is a UV, so this is resistant to sunlight and water resistant. We've just done this in the one colour, but again, any of those designs I've showed you, I'm going to show you, can be printed onto this. So if you've got somebody that's got an outdoor swimming pool, indoor swimming pool, an orangery, or anything like that, then this is a great fabric for that. It's got a bit of a stiffness to it. I mean, it is a pliable fabric, but the actual feel itself is so it's not one that you'd want as an everyday sofa in your lounge. Then we've got this one, which is our hummingbird, lovely little bird on our crushed velvet. And again, you know, if somebody doesn't like the crushed velvet, they want it on one of our plush velvets, we can do that for you. This one, which is the spring floor. So there's a real mix in here. We've not gone with any particular style because we wanted to make it as random as possible, and also you've got a mix of quality of fabrics as well. So you have got some in here that won't be suitable for upholstery. Again, that's a lovely strong colour. So again, it is a good mix within the book. But the idea of it is that you have the concept book, so you've got all the base cloths that you need. So if someone comes in, wants a particular type of base cloth, we can offer it. So tartan. Right, just something I will point out, and it is something that you will get across all suppliers, is, as you can see from this sample here, it slightly runs off. The reason for that is that when it goes to the pattern makers, the fabric is stacked and then they cut through sort of a large quantity of the fabric at a time, and what happens is that as the blade goes through, as it gets towards the mid to the bottom section, the fabric slightly moves, so it makes it slightly off center. Now you don't get this if you're ordering an order of fabric. You will see this on sampling. It isn't a fault with the book, and I know it can be a little off-putting, but you'll see it even on some of the best quality fabrics. The designs will slightly run out, and it is more noticeable on the stripes and the checks. So it isn't a fault at all, it's just the way the sampling is cut. That by the way was our tweed, so that is like a herringbone stripe. Then again we've got this one. This is a popular base cloth, and this is actually a popular design. It's sort of Monet style. This one's called Autumn Leaves. This is another recycled polyester. This one we called Meadow, which is probably one of our best sellers actually. And then we've got this one. It's a little bit random. That's what the book is all about. So we've got these sleeping tigers on clouds. So, you know, if you wanted a white tiger, we'll do a white tiger. If you wanted to replace the tigers for lions, we'll put lions on there. Colours again, you know, they're probably not colours that most people would want to select, but you know, we just put them on there as an idea of what can be done, and the sort of colours. It's no problem to change colours if people, you know, it's not to their taste. And there we go. Then at the back you've got all the information. You've got the Martindale abrasion rub test, you've got the cleaning, You've got your composition, you've got your codes and your design. But the way it works is like we've got the Hawaii on the linen, but if somebody says, well, I'd like that, but I'd like to have it on a velvet, then we can print it onto the velvet. So that's your design, and that is your basic off reference. It's as simple as that. Then down here you've got your cleaning instructions. As you will see, some of them are machine washable, so if you're doing loose covers or cushion covers, then you know that can be cleaned. Then we've got some spot clean recommendations as well, and so your martingale abrasion, our heaviest one is that one, the 40,000. Then we've got a couple of 35,000. So there we go. And as I said, we can railroad print as well. So if you're doing a sofa or a very wide helmet, and you don't want to have any joins in it, no problem, we can print you railroaded. So there we have it. That is from Sleek Editions, print company based in Blackburn. I look after these for East Anglia and the South East, but depending on where you are, if you are interested, just drop me a message or get in touch with me, and we can sort things out for you. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Catch you on the next one.